morning everyone. So last class we discussed about servlets and how to download the Java Enterprise Edition and how to download the Tomcat server. So how to set these both last day we saw. After that we saw a little introduction about client and server side. Suppose like a programmer send the request to that server, the client side execution will execution application will what it will does. We have actually we have two type of applications. One application resides the server system. When client send the request, it is download in the client system or browser. It will call client side execution internet application. This is one thing, and one more thing is an application that resides in the server system. When client send the request, if it is executed directly, see here direct it will execute inside the server system and it will send only output to back to the programmer, nothing but client. It responds to the client. It is called server side execution internet application, right? What those examples? Java and .NET and PHP. All these things are server side executing internet applications, right? So these are all the languages, nothing but Java, .NET, PHP. By using this only, we can achieve the server side execution application. And example for user registration form, right? We will see this one today, how it will work. So that is the thing. After that we will after that we discussed about purpose of the client side and server side, these things. After that, so we need programmers, like this is also explained, right? Client execution component, server side execution component, database, all these things. Oh, and my screen is visible, right? Okay, all right. So discussed this also, and this is a local setup done. So server definition, right? Server is servlet is a server side technology, right? What is meant by server side technology? We know. This one, server side technology means the application that resides inside the server when client send the request. Suppose is one client nothing but browser, that you send request, any request. Suppose assume this is a client. Inside that you send the request, suppose anything, www.search.com. We are sending this request and it will went to the server. This request, this server receive this request from the client. Okay, whenever we are sending this request, the server will receive this request and it will execute. We have the lot of things, right? What are the things? See now. Suppose we have this client computer, we have the sending from the browser, we are sending the request. Then in the server, nothing but Tomcat server in the web project, by creating the core Java, we have a lot of containers. One is servlet JSP, and it will interact with the core under JDBC, and this whole web project will interact with the database. In database contains only table forms, nothing but data will store in the form of tables. After that, it will process this whole process. So I see in this container, the whole process will done. After that, it will send a request back, response back. Then we can get the page. So this thing also last day we discussed it. Now Now let me go to the coding part today, main thing. So, I hope you are all downloaded. It's Java W. Go to the file, new. Here we have the dynamic web project. Just select this one and let me give here name as sample. See here, project name is sample. After that, target runtime is Apache Tomcat version 9.0. This is my version. After that, just just hit next and src nothing but source. After that, hit next. So we have to select this checkbox, then we can get the web.xml. Okay, this is required for the forms to map it. After that, hit finish. Project has been generated here. See here, sample. If you expand this one, we have a lot of sessions. Deployment, this one is section JX JX WS web service. These are all service available, but we have to main work on Java resource. SRC, just right click on SRC, go to the new and create one package like a Java. Suppose let me create com.practice something. What is my project name? Sample. Then hit finish. Package created. In the package, we know we have to create class. Just go to the new and click the create class. Let me create class. Servlet demo, and no need to select the public static void main. Just hit finish. See now, this is created. So class created. Then we have to create one servlet. We have one class name. We have to extend that one. HTTP servlet. See now, I imported that HTTP servlet from JavaX servlet package. After that, we have two methods. One is do get, then not required this one. So do get. See now, we know this is overridden from the HTTP servlet class. Okay, this is my class servlet.demo, extends the HTTP servlet, and I overrided the method do get method from the HTTP servlet class. Okay, so it has some parameters, request and response, and it automatically applied the throws from the servlet exception and IO exception, maybe exception wake cause. That is the prerequisite support the this one. After that, we have one more method, do post. Remove this thing. Okay, now in the whatever the code we have to write in the post method only. Okay, so right now I don't write anything. Let me write sysout statement, just a sysout statement. In this, let me write something demo, just to save this one. After that, this is one part. We have to create a class for the servlet, and another part, if you expand this one, see sample. If you expand this web content, we have two folders. If you expand the web ANF, then we have the web.xml. Okay, just hit this one. We'll go defaultly this session. Then remove this welcome thing, welcome this tag. Then this is web.xml to mapping. After that, we have to create one XML or an HTML for data rendering on web page. Right click on the C. Web minus INF, web INF. Here only we have to right click. Here and we have to right click, new, create the HTML file, Then we have to give the name. Let me give sample today. Okay, this is my HTML. After that, next it will take the HTML file. After that, hit finish. So HTML has created. See here, we know these are all tags. HTML, it will close it here, head tag and meta tag and title tag and a head tag. So head tag opened here and closed here. This is the tags in the HTML. Okay, HTML opened here, closed here. Again in the head tag, open here and closed here. Here, we have to close it with the tag with forward slash in the HTML. After the title, insert the title here means if you remove this title, if you give the title as sample server, just to save this one, then where it will come here. Suppose here WhatsApp is there, right? First one, first tab. Like that only, if you enter the title, if you enter the title, then it will come on the tab. Okay, that is the thing. That is the purpose of this title tag. After that, whatever we have the code, we have to write here only. So let me write one simple h1 tag. We have the h1 tag in the HTML for text. Suppose h1. In the h1, suppose let me write hello. Just to save this one. Now right click on this. So we know HTML not required this all these things. Just right click, run as server. Just to save this one. Hit next. So this is my project name, sample. Just hit finish. It will render on the web page. So it is asking the restart server or continue with the server. Just hit OK, restart server. So server has started. And deploy this one and it will render on the web page. Hello. Okay. 404 error because of we have to set the server. It is a common thing will come. Just change the port number 8080 and save this one. Go to this HTML. Just run as on server. Hit next. Hit finish. Restart. We'll see now. After changing the port number. Okay. We'll see this one. This is also same, run as server. Remove. This is the another project. See now, it's printed. Okay. So because of some port number issue and the data should be strong to render all these things. So up to now I just created one HTML and one Java. So my thing is I have to create one form. For that purpose, already I created one class name. We know this all these things. Java, we know all these things. Suppose I created one class name as demo. I extended with the parent class. HTTP servlet is the parent class. Whatever the methods members, I mean nothing but members, nothing but methods and variables will acquired by demo, and it contains two methods, get and post. Already I showed this one. After that I wrote some suppose let me write demo. Okay, this is the first thing. If you write the system.out.println, it will print on the console only. It won't print on the web page. This is first thing. After that, response with the, this is the reference variable. With the reference variable dot get right method, then whatever we are giving in the form, see, I will explain this code. So last day we discussed about, I will explain the form. So I am doing that only. So this is execute. Suppose it's a form. Name. Okay. After that, email. After that, here just login button. Okay. So here name. If you give some here any name, okay. If you give here name, and it will mapping to .xml, and it will redirect to web page. So between that we have the servlet, right? That is nothing but demo. So this is I want to demonstrate today. So for that purpose, I created one class name as a demo. After that, I extended one class name as HTTP servlet. Then all members will come to the demo in the in the inheritance concept. This one. After that, I overrided do get and do post method. Right? In the do post method, we have the some attributes. Not attribute. This is the parameters. Right? Request and response. After that, I wrote one system.out.println demo. Okay? This is the first point. After that, from the response, this is request. From the response dot get writer, right? Then client maybe he will give the data, otherwise not. Then we have to surround that one with checked expression. Then we have to write the servlet exception and input output exception. It's already defaultly ID will generate this through servlet exception and IO exception. This is first point. After that, whenever we are writing object dot non-static method, client will give some data, might be not. If it is not giving the data, to handle that one we have this throws. After that, suppose let me assume he gave one data, nothing but name. Then it will out. In the variable it will store. After that, out.println learning servlet. This is the another statement. After that, I want to achieve this one form. For that purpose, request dot get parameter. Okay, get parameter fname. Then end user will give the data in the fname, and we have to store that one. It will return some value. It might be anything. It may be his name. Okay, it may be any company name. Then it will store in the fname. The data type is string. Fname I printed in the out.println statement in the servlet. Then whatever he gave the data, suppose he gave the data, suppose Mahesh. Then it will store the Mahesh inside the fname. Then fname I am directly printing in the 6th. After that, he gave the email ID. Suppose he will give the email ID like surge @software something like that he gave. Then this data will enter into the get parameter and it will return this data. Then it will store inside this variable and we are printing that one. After that we have to write one HTML in the form. We have the form tag. I'll explain this one. So already I explained this one. HTML header tag, it's closed here. Title, let me update here title as demo 1. Just save this one. So title will come here. Suppose here title is WhatsApp. If I run this code, then title will come as a demo 1. After that, in the body only, whatever you have to write, logic in the body only we have to write. So I took one form tag. In the form tag, I opened here. This is closed. I opened in the 11th, closed in the 18th. In between, I took one label tag. See here, label tag and closed here. In that, I wrote one enter first name. Let me remove enter first name, simple first name. After that, input. Here, f name. What is this f name? If you go to the Java, whatever the end user gave that this one, this parameter will catch this data and it will store in the f name. Then this variable only in the HTML we have to print here. After that, this is the BR tag. This is the BR tag, nothing but to give the space. Again label nothing but this only. Name, this is label. Email is label. On the top of the field we call label. After that, so this is the tag for label, first name. Then on the top it will come the first name. After that BR. After that input. Input nothing but client will send his data. Then it will store inside the name. After that again one more label as enter email ID. Okay, label enter email ID. Then it is a break tag. After that input. Okay, see, type we have to give email and again name I have to give the email. After that submit button. Break tag, input. We have to hit this submit button. Then it will redirect to again XML. Here we have to write two tags. One is the servlet mapping and one is servlet. We have to write this one only, normal. Just write like this, servlet. It will come like this, servlet mapping. Then it will open and close tag. Just to write these two lines. What is that? Servlet name and URL pattern. We have to write these two inside the servlet mapping. After that, servlet tag. In the servlet tag, we have to write servlet name and servlet class. How to write? Well, let me see. Just to copy this one. So let me remove these things. Okay. So in the servlet mapping, we can give any name, ABC. Okay. Otherwise, anything like XYZ. You can give anything, but here in the URL pattern BB I gave, right? This one in the HTML I gave action. Then you have to write this form. Here one form tag is the form tag only. Action, whatever we are giving the action. Suppose I gave the BB, WB. This action only we have to mapping in the XML. Here. Okay, let me remove this confusion. Okay, whatever in the HTML, we have to give the action, that to also post. Why post? Because of in the Java, we wrote the action in the post method. Okay, after that servlet mapping is one tag. In that servlet mapping, servlet mapping done. This is the closed tag. After that, one more tag is servlet. In the servlet, we have to write servlet name anything, ABC. It's not anything, it's a not recommended ABC. You can take any unique name. After that, servlet class, we should declare project name and class name. See here, this is com.servlet.bt is my project name. This is my project name, com.bt. Project name and my sample name is demo. Right? With the demo, we have to merge that one. Then only we have to write inside the .xml. Project name dot class name. This is how we have to mapping this one. Okay? I will explain again once again. I took one Java class demo and I extended with the HTTP servlet class. I overrided two methods, get and post. In the post method, I wrote three lines. One is the system.out.println, right? For I want to demonstrate this in the console. After that, respond.getWriter. Whenever I wrote this one, it may cause the checked exception. Then we have to surround it with try catch, nothing but throws. Servlet exception, input output exception. After that, out.println, then it will print learning servlet. Right? These are all the three lines. After that, this is the main part. Like if you suppose one end user give the data, suppose here Mahesh, then this Mahesh will store in the f name. Inside this method, it will done some operation, it will return some value, that nothing but Mahesh. Then this f name, whatever the variable, store the data, I am printing that one in the out.println statement. Not like this one, system.out.println. We have to print the out.println. In this, whatever the variable is there, it will print. Again, one more thing. I entered the one email ID. Then it will collect that one and it will return the email variable. In that variable, I am printing that one. So before that, we are sending the request from here, HTML, in the form tag. Okay, in the form tag only, I wrote one action, BB, after that method. Why post method? Because of all action will done in the post method only. That's the thing. After that, label. Label is nothing but this one here, name. This is the label. Email and these are all the called label. We have the label tag. We have to write here label, then it will come on the top of field. After that, break tag for the giving gap and input tag. In the input tag, we have to give the type name and variable name. After that, again label, enter name, enter email ID. After that, close that one. After break tag, and you give the input. Whatever the end user give that one, we are receiving that one. After that, input. This is for break tag. For button. Input, submit, and login. After that, close the form tag. After that, we are mapping that one. Okay, I will explain this one. Before that, let me explain this HTML and Java. Run as, see now, we have to run this one as a server. Where we have to see the runner means window, show view, servers. Then see now, here is my server. It's already in the started position, right? If it is stopped means just right click on this. Here we have to restart. Otherwise stop. Okay, it's already in the started position. Whenever you want to deploy this code, Tomcat server should be in the start position. After that, now the thing is right click on this, run as on server. On server we have to run, not on application. Just hit run, just to save this one. This is my server name. It's a started, state is started, and hit next. And this is my projects. My project is sample server, right? Then hit finish. It is asking the server. This server may need be restart. Do you want to restart this server? And we have the two radio buttons. One is restart server, one is continue without the restart. So I will choose the restart server. Then hit OK. Then it will deploy the code and it will come on the web page. See now, enter the first name. Then give the Mahesh and this one. This is the we know part. Up to HTML, from the HTML we are sending the request based to the server. Then we have the lot of containers, right? Then it will check with the database. It will interact with the database. Then it will send the response. Now we will see this one. See now, because of mapping. In the web.xml, we gave this one. ABC. Now this is the part. Up to now it will render. Whenever right click, run as from the I'm sending the request from the HTML, right? This is whole HTML only. From the HTML I'm sending the just like request, just start this one. So first name, this name. Then we have to map this one. For mapping only web.xml. Where we can get this web.xml? At the time of first server I'm creating, then we are checking, we are hit the checkbox. If you remember, checkbox.xml. Then it will generate like this. Generally it will come design like this. Downside we have two tabs. One is design and one is source. We have to go the source. Then here welcome tag is there. We have to remove that welcome tag. Let's save this one. Here what is the action? Action is BB. Suppose let me remove this BB. Let me write as some search. Save this one. What is here action? Search. Just to copy this one. Let me map this one into the pattern. Suppose it should be /. I updated this BB inside the search. After that /. Save this one. In the mapping tag only. In the mapping tag, I wrote two tags. One is the servlet name, ABC, we can take anything, and URL pattern. In the URL pattern, I wrote the search. Right? After one more tag is servlet. In the servlet, I wrote the two tags. One is the servlet name, ABC, you can take anything. After that, in the servlet class tag, we have to write our project name dot class name. What is my project name here? My project name is com.server.bt dot and my class name demo. We have to append this both side by side. Then it will catching this one. Then let me try now from the HTML. Right click on this, run on your server, just hit this one, started, next. It will deploy the code and it will render on the web page. Let me change the port. So Tomcat server defaultly run with 08080 port. Let me update this one. So I gave the end user gave the data Mahesh. After that, enter the email ID search at the rate of gmail.com. Then hit the login button. It will redirect to web page. So here data is coming. Learning servlet after name pointing to Mahesh. After that, email ID search at the rate of gmail.com. This is simple thing. If you go to the real time FB Facebook, then you can see the form. In the form, if you give the username and password, then you can redirect to the web page, that home page, right? Like that only it will work. This is simple based on the servlet. Data play fiber 2 minus 2.5. Capital S, you are at your rate 2024. Yep, that's it about, guys. So this is about simple servlet. So we have to write the Java code. After that, HTML. After that, for mapping purpose, we have to give the .xml. Then it will run on a server. See here path. Full form. First thing we have to give the anything like end user. Suppose I want to take the data from the end user. Then we have to give as a Mahesh, otherwise anything. You can, then after that, email ID. And one more thing, email ID should be in the proper. Suppose if I remove the email, just I gave the search at the right email, then hit login, then it will just a minute. Suppose just see now, it show the error like please include at the rate. It is showing the suggestion. For that purpose, just give the proper email ID, then it will render on the home page like this. Okay, that's it about today servlet. So see here demo. Whenever I deployed the code, then it will print on the console, not on the web page. See what is my this thing in the system.out.println. In the system.out.println, in that I wrote the demo. It printed on the console. Whenever I run the servlet, then it will print on the web page. Clear? That's it about servlet in the Java. Okay, guys. That's it about today.